So I've decided to do another one of these. The last time I did this was the reading Critic reviews from The Covenant, and it was a lot of fun. It was last year, and I've decided to do another one. And the movie that I've decided for this video is Point Break. No, not that one. There you go. Yeah. All right, let's get started. An undercover cop makes his way into a scene of bank-robbing extreme sports athletes in this remake of Kathryn Bigelow's Point Break. It's rated PG-13 for violence. It's spelled wrong. Thematic material involving perilous activity, some sexuality, language, and drug material. It's an action and adventure movie. It's directed by Erikson Core and written by Kurt Wimmer. And it was in theaters on December 25th of 2015. Yes, because during the holiday season, the first thing that comes to my mind is Keanu Reeves' Surfer FBI movie. Let's get on with the critic reviews. Pointless. Heartbreaking. Get it? Point Break? Ah! How did they get it so wrong? How could they remake the beloved 1990s action classic Point Break with such ineptitude and so little affection?
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Point Break soon becomes a mixture of spectacle and discomfort, with striking scenery, eye-catching stunts, and awkward performances. Oh, so like the original. Okay. Time and again, it's close to awful. Hamstrung by bad acting, silly dialogue, and to be fair, there was a lot of that in the original, and the appalling depiction of women. Big yikes! Oh, here's something. Here's a little praise. ... It's actually enjoyable as a stupid movie. No, I don't really think that should apply for a Point Break remake. I think that should apply for movies like The Room and Birdemic. This one's really simple. Point Break is a disaster. While the stunts are impressive, they lack the impact needed to make Point Break memorable, to make it more than just a misguided mimicry. It ends up being just that. Colossally ugly lifestyle porn. What? Managing to make towering alpine peaks, I don't care, severely blue Mediterranean waves, and the profound greens of the Mexican jungle all look equally filthy. Lest we forget, the original was grand. By comparison, this rickety and hilariously misjudged effort looks like one of those migraine-inducing, adventure-themed promo clips you'd skip on YouTube. I love the usage of the pure vocabulary here. A complete failure. Who would have thought? Full review in Spanish. Point Break aspires to be a decent remake, but winds up being one of the most boring action films ever made. Okay, this one is only a sentence long, but it's so good. Oh my god. We're left scratching our head, wondering what it was all for. I feel like that's secretly a Socrates quote. Point Break? More like Point Miss. Here's another one that's praising the movie. This is a high-grade action thriller that, dare I suggest it, redeems the Point Break brand, and yes, there's definitely room for a sequel. You cannot be any more wrong, Steven. Director Erikson Core has ditched the fun of the Patrick Swayze Keanu Reeves original and replaced it with soulless action scenes. An enjoyably dopey actioner, best viewed as a homage rather than a remake. Not a barrel ride, but no wipeout either. Jane, you look really nice in your picture. Great cinematography, action sequences, special effects, and locations. Full review in Spanish. Oh yeah, also this review was posted on my birthday. I know that's not really important, I just find that really cool. This remake of the 1991 classic is just an excuse to show extreme sports and cool scenes, nothing more. Full review in Spanish. Is creativity so scarce in Hollywood they had to remake an already bad film? Okay, Mr. Hugo, I have to disagree with you there. Point Break is one of the best Keanu Reeves movies ever. It's up there with John Wick, The Matrix, SPF 18, and Speed, so watch your words and your opinion because it's incorrect. A horrible remake that only celebrated its protagonist's good looks. Full review in Spanish. When compared to this remake, the original Point Break looks like Citizen Kane. Well, I mean, Point Break is the Citizen Kane of Keanu Reeves movie. This Point Break removes almost everything that was special about the 1991 original and replaces it with a Mountain Dew commercial.
Mountain Dew.
I love how specific that one is. Just specifically a Mountain Dew commercial. Eye-popping action, wooden acting. This guy had to see it on Christmas. He could be like spending his nice holiday time with his family and whatnot, but no, he had to watch a really crappy remake. Just awful. Lacks the sense of fun that made the original cult classic. Should be called Point Fake! Beyond some of the stunts and related footage, you're not likely to find anywhere near the action-laced, testosterone-fueled nirvana that was the original film. Full content review for parents, sex, profanity, violence, etc. also available. I also like that this guy's name is Jim Judy. There's just something about that name that puts a smile on my face. Okay, here's the last one. I think this one's a pretty good sum up of the movie, even though I've never actually seen it. I've seen the original, but not the remake. Anyway, what weighs the characters down is not their parachutes or rock climbing gear, but their sententious first world guilt and bland casting. Gone is the free-spirited fun of Catherine Bigelow's cult hit original. And that's it. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I don't really have an idea for an outro. The outro that I did on the other video that was in this style, it was very long and trash, and my voice sounds really high. I don't know what happened. Anyway, thank you, and good night.